Hey Erica, what's up? It's your course director, Emily Ray here. Just want to give you a bit of positive, productive feedback on this Real Deal Taco site submission. So first things first, we've got a lot of clear branding information up here in the top and intuitive navigation of home, about, menu, locations, contact, and news. Also up here in the header we have social media icons linking to various places online where I can connect with the business. When I hover over it, I do see that they are linking to other locations on the web. I'm going to go ahead and click on one here, and just to note that it is opening in a new browser window, which is preferred so you can keep people on your site as well. So we have the tagline and then what looks like a rotating banner of images here, like a carousel. I like to see that you've included the name of the menu item there, so that if I were wanting to specifically order that item, I would know it by sight, which is great. Scrolling down, I do see that you've included these testimonials here. Now, I shared a little bit of information in the larger recorded feedback session earlier today, and the idea is that anytime a business owner is sharing testimonials on their site, you can be sure that they're cherry-picked, meaning that they're all going to be good and have the same message, which is, this food is delicious and you should eat here. Because of that, it's going to be hard to get people to want to read a whole bunch of them in bulk because they basically say the same thing. You would have more luck with people engaging with this content if you give it a slightly different visual styling, maybe make the text a little bigger, maybe add a thumbnail image of the person who said it to give us a face to relate to, maybe put it in a conversation bubble, anything really, and pepper maybe one of these on each page of the site in an area that somebody can see, that maybe it's breaking up dense paragraph text, but there are a lot of different ideas there. It's nice to see that you've included this fictitious business statement as required. Going to poke around on these other pages. I'm going to go next to the About Us. Here we have just the backstory, and what I'm seeing is a whole bunch of dense paragraph text. It looks like this was pretty much taken verbatim from the document that was supplied to you. Now, part of your job on this project was to break up this text in an effort to make it more readable and usable for an online audience. Now, we know that an online audience mostly just scans the text, so how can you break this up? Carriage returns, line breaks, headings, subheadings, bullets of lists, block quotes, pull quotes, maybe inserting a testimonial, imagery. There are a number of different ways that you can approach this. Additionally, you've chosen a decorative font here, and while that's great for headings, subheadings, for dense paragraph text, it just makes it equally hard to read. So you want something that's pretty simple when you have a bunch of paragraph text. So my recommendation there would be something like you're using here in the menu or the navigation items. Jumping next to menu, here we see that we've got these different sections, and they're identified by headings and subheadings, which is great. What I'm noticing here, though, is that this isn't text on a page, but rather a picture of text, which is actually against one of the 10 commandments of the course, is that you never want to present text as an image because it loses readability and search engine optimization. So definitely for the revision of this in week 4, these need to be individual menu items separated by different headings and subheadings. Additionally, more images can be used here on this page. Jumping over to locations, we're seeing something similar in terms of you have basically taken a screenshot of the information provided here. Just like the feedback on the menu page, this needs to be selectable text and not a picture of words at this point. I like that you've included a map element. So one of the things that you'll want to do is if you're only highlighting one location here, you might want to include a bit of kind of a mock-up language to say this is where we are right now. Otherwise, you are kind of giving the impression that someone is or that there is a physical location or a single location where this truck can always be found, which is not the case. Jumping over to contact and news, so here we have just the basic contact information, social media accounts, and then again just screenshots of more content. So this is a very ineffective way to present these new news items. These need to be presented in a blog, which auto archives the older information in favor of putting the more recent stuff on top. And that way a business owner can make an announcement, share a post, share something about an event, and just in terms of the maintenance of that content, the newer stuff stays up on top and the older stuff is auto-archived, not deleted, and then that way it's going to retain that search engine optimization and keyword-rich content. So Overall, this is a really aesthetically pleasing site, but certainly a lot needs to be done in terms of how you are choosing to present the content. Pictures of words is not in any way ideal for the reasons we discussed and will need to be addressed in your week 4 revision of the site.